John Howe has capitalised up to now on a settled side. But today he's without England strikers Paul Mariner and Tony Woodcock and defender Tommy Caton, all injured. So Colin Hill plays his first league match of the season in defence. Paul Davis is in midfield. West Ham have been rolling along nicely without their injured trio, Phil Parkes, Alan Devonshire and Dave Swindlehurst. So they're unchanged today for a fixture which always brings back memories for their number 4. Because Paul Allen was the youngest ever FA Cup finalist when he played for West Ham against Arsenal at Wembley in 1980 at the age of 17. Referee this afternoon is Alan Seville from Birmingham. West Ham have only had 5 managers in 65 years, but 2 of them are here today. The man in the hot seat now, John Lyall, on the left there, and up in the stand, his predecessor and the former England boss, Ron Greenwood. Oh, that's Robson. Here's Whitten. Goddard. And he'll settle for the corner. Now West Ham will push forward Tony Gale and Alvin Martin to support Billy Bonds. Martin's gone almost onto the goal line. Back in by Walford. He's onside here. Goddard, Cottee, offside! Offside, surely Whitten. No goal. Well, Arsenal had to have their wits about them, because when that was knocked back in by Walford, the defence knew their job was to push out, helped on by Goddard and Cottee, but Whitten offside. This is Sansom. Bonds, good work by Cottee earlier. Now Pike, Goddard through the middle, it came off O'Leary. And here's Cottee! A goal for West Ham by Tony Cottee. And Geoff Pike takes an awful lot of the credit. Because when Pike first tried to get the ball through to Goddard, it was deflected off O'Leary. But when he found Cottee, the number 9 made no mistake. West Ham in the lead after half an hour. Cottee the scorer, his 7th of the season. And Arsenal now looking for the equaliser. Walford. Talbot working the 1-2 with Sansom. Allinson. And again Talbot. Determined run. And a fingertip save by Tom McAllister from Brian Talbot. Well, that exemplified Brian Talbot's current form. He took the opportunity to charge on when he could have passed. The shot was well saved. That was a bit tight. Davis only finding Pike. Here's Allen. Whitten in support. Got the return. And Geoff Pike's in a good position here. Holds his head, because in many ways he did the right thing. It's a beautiful move by West Ham. Built up by Whitten. Helped on. Pike was the extra man. Jennings narrowed the angle. Pike cleared him, but also the bar. This is Stewart. That's a good ball. West Ham have used the full width of the pitch here. Whitten this is. And now Bonds. Chip little ball to Goddard. Great chance. 2-0. Goddard the scorer this time. And what a good finish. Arsenal's defence is leaking, and Cottee and Goddard taking advantage. He was in the clear, and he drove his shot into the roof of the net. So, the West Ham pairing up front, Cottee and Goddard. This is Talbot. Allinson. Arsenal have got players in support here to the left. Still Allinson. Good effort! Oh, brilliant goal! That's a lovely shot by Ian Allinson, who pulls the score back to 2-1 just before half-time. Allinson, who got his first goal for Arsenal last week against Sunderland, now produces something spectacular. He was always a good left-footed player at Colchester, Ian Allinson, and that shot eluded McAllister. Goddard. Allen is onside. Cottee's in there, and a good challenge by Hill. Deprives West Ham of number 3. Whitten to take the corner for West Ham. O'Leary with the header out. And a storming first half here in this London derby. Upton Park, where you always see a good game, rises to applaud the teams off the pitch. West Ham went into a 2-goal lead through Tony Cottee and then his striking partner Paul Goddard. But just before half-time, Arsenal got one back through Allinson. Well, they're used to good football down in London's East End. A club that's always thrived on a great deal of loyal and local support. And this afternoon, no exception. The West Ham fans in good heart. Here's Nicholas. Didn't see much of him in the first half. Helped on by Davis and Allinson. It went short to Ricks. Looking for O'Leary now, maybe. Talbot's in there as well. Robson's header. Ricks. This is Paul Davis. Oh, he made his own luck. Davis for Arsenal. Well, it would have been some goal because Davis had to dribble round about 3 players in different directions to make the space initially. Goddard, and now Allen. Oh, and Pike! 3-1! Paul Allen cut the cross back from the right. Pat Jennings could only palm it out, and Geoff Pike thumped it back into the net. And Pike was in the right position to take advantage. And the West Ham supporters might remember that Pike scored in a 3-1 win here for West Ham over Arsenal last season, and now the score is 3-1 again. And again, he's on target. And again, Stewart. Oh, what good play. Goddard back again to Allen. And Goddard once more. West Ham got their teeth into this match right from the start. Nobody more so than Paul Allen. And Gale. Whitten on Talbot. Robson, Nicholas. That's a good return ball to Robson. And he's charged on. And if the finish had been a little bit better, that would have been an excellent goal for Stuart Robson. Played the 1-2 with Charlie Nicholas. Found his own space amid the defenders, but didn't quite hit it hard enough or far enough away from McAllister. It's perpetual motion, what the supporters want to see. The ball in play nearly all the time, and possibilities here for Allen. Jennings has made that sort of save countless times in his illustrious career. Nobody stops them with their feet more than him. And he denied Paul Allen there. And prevented West Ham from scoring number 4. Anderson is still in the penalty area. Nicholas. But while there's a break in play, a moment to reflect that West Ham for 25 years have been playing the game the right way, often for the purist. John Lyall continuing here the philosophy of football which was laid down for many years at Upton Park by the distinguished figure of Ron Greenwood, and on the pitch the spirit's still there with Billy Bonds. Hill was covering, and Davis. Nicholas inside to Robson. Ricks out on the left wing. Allenson. Cottee. Allen to take over. And 1 against 1. It's Goddard and O'Leary, and Witten's coming up inside and marked number 7. Steve Witten. Yes, no! Jennings. Allen. Goddard. Cottee. And Jennings, at the age of 39, still showing reflexes to match the best. First of all, he stopped Steve Witten when he was clean through, and number 4 seemed a formality. And when it was returned, the Arsenal goalkeeper held the ball on the line. And it's Talbot. McAllister one-handed. Anderson, no. Oh. Good save by Tom McAllister from Brian Talbot. And the policemen can't keep their eyes off the game either. Roar goes up at the end of a heart-warming afternoon in London's East End. A rip-roaring derby match. Another indication that football in the Cannon League is better this season than for many years past. So much entertainment. They're used to that down here. And West Ham must now be named among the clubs jostling near the top of this exciting First Division Championship after beating their London rivals 3-1.
John Motson getting excited about that game this afternoon, and he had every right to be. The result keeps the championship race wide open, as well as giving West Ham greater belief in their capacity to win the title. But the most satisfying feature was that in such a vital game for both sides, sportsmanship and goodwill still flourished. That's worth celebrating, especially by the Cockneys in song. Good night.